All right, everybody, we're recording this so you can see what's going on here. So we got Wade on the phone. Wade has been spending some time on the offer wall. And Wade, I'm going to have you start over because we didn't record it. So them that need some help with this, we can send this out to people. So we actually went to the app, and we downloaded the app, obviously, from Google Play Store. And here we are. You guys have done all of that. But for somebody who hasn't, that's how you get the app. And then when you log in, you're going to see this screen here, right? And it will give you some instructions there. It'll tell you, give you some information. Then we're going to click on where it says number 2. And that is the number of tasks that we've done in the time that we've been given. So when we click on that, right, it's going to take you to this page. It's going to give you some options. And what's been happening is we've been clicking on where it says watch video option 1. And I'm going to click on that. And this is the message we've been getting. It says no content available. So it's kind of frozen people in their tracks. They've been a little frustrated. They keep going back, and they still keep getting this message. Well, what Wade has done is he's found out through when we click on open offer wall option 1, that's the very top, we're going to click on it, then there's a whole platform of tasks, apps, videos that you can rank and share with, and Wade's going to give you some of the tips that he found out just because he spent some time back there and did it, and he got 80 done in about an hour window. And so you can use this video, send out to other people. You're going to get a visual of how it works. So, Wade, I'll flip it over to you, and you can kind of start over if you don't mind, buddy.
Yeah, not a problem. So, listen, what I'll tell you guys, too, is if Dan can, he doesn't necessarily need to back up a screen, but on that first little screen where you've got the 4 choices, the video offer 1, video option 2, when you first log in, always click those first because, like, I just went in about 10 minutes ago and actually got 2 videos out of it. So you'll never know when they've got videos there or not. So always just check them. Even if you get a no content one time, I found sometimes if you press it 2 or 3 times, you might still get a video. So if you keep getting the no content available, then what you want to do is you want to open offer wall 1, option 1. And so what I found through trial and error is, like I was saying, if you try to read what everything is, the different activities that are on there, it's just going to take you forever to find something to do. So what I found is I look for any activity that's going to be anywhere between 1 and 4 coins, because usually that's it's really simple. It doesn't take long to do the task, and you just kind of go through it. So what we'll see is, okay, so if Dan will stop right there, Dan, actually scroll back up just a little bit, and you'll see one that shows 2 coins, and we're actually going to try and walk through this. Okay, so right there, Dan, you see where it says need help to get out of debt. So I want you to click right there where it says 2 coins. Now, a little screen is going to pop up, folks, and this is how easy it is. So, Dan, I want you to click on the bottom where it says earn 2 coins.
Can everybody see that?
Can everybody see that? And just ask you a question. Do you have over $10,000 in debt and you can get the help you need? So click earn 2 coins. When he goes to the next screen, it's going to ask a couple simple questions. We'll let it load up here. Taking just a little second. Bear with. Okay, so it's got a couple questions. Y'all can read that if you want. So, do you have over $10K in debt? Do you need help lowering your interest rates? And would you like to consolidate your debt? Well, Dan, you go ahead and click yes. So Dan clicks yes. It comes to another screen. And what it's going to do is it's going to bring up a search screen where it's going to have all these different little websites you can go to help you with, debt assistance. Now, here's the thing. Once you click yes and it comes to this screen, that's it. You're done. You've now earned your 2 coins, and you've completed an activity. So now Dan can actually back out and go back to the offer wall. So see all the related links that come up: credit card debt, debt assistance. If you want to click one of them, you can. Sometimes I do. Sometimes I'll just scroll right back to where we just came from. So if Dan wants to scroll back, he'll be able to go back to the offer wall. And just bear with us because I know it's a little slow on the screen, but it's a little faster in real life. So he'll go back one more time. He'll go back one more.
Yeah, it's just taking a minute.
Yeah, it's fine. So, Dan, what I'll ask you, too, is when you come back to the offer wall, I'll ask you to actually, go back one more time because I want to go to your home screen so that they can see So now y'all saw it. Y'all just saw his actions just changed from 2 to 3. So now he's done 3 activities. So now here's another thing that I found by trial and error. I actually have 4 Android tablets. I was actually able to do that one task from all 4 tablets and got counted as, doing that one 4 times. So it actually gave me 4 options. So then there's another one right there on the screen, 3 coins. All we're going to do is download and run this app, and it's really simple. I don't know if Dan wants to go through it because it might take it just a second, but you'll click on there. It'll come up to the Apple Game Store will actually open up. He'll click Install, and it might actually take him a second on the screen. So while he's doing it, I'll explain it. So this little box will usually pop up. It'll say that, whatever app you are trying to download needs to access, these things on your device, which is fine. You want to click Accept. And I'll tell you the reason why you're going to click Accept, and a lot of people say, well, I don't want them to get all my information or anything. Folks, if you're not going to keep this app on your phone or your tablet, it doesn't make a difference. So you'll install the app. It'll take a minute to download. Once this app downloads, you'll see it install, and then a button will actually pop up that'll say Open. So we'll give it here just a minute. You can see it's installing now. We'll give it just a minute.
Linko.
Yeah, it's like a little you drop a little ball in, and you can even play it for 5 or 10 seconds if you want. So we'll let it install. It should be finishing here in just a second. It all depends on it just all depends on the speed of your internet.
Oh, yeah. Well, this has been my frustration here. I pay all this money to have this. I got this Nighthawk router and, the super high-speed cable internet, and giving me a hard time here. So
yeah. So anyway, once it installs, again, like I said, it'll come up with a little icon that'll say Open. You'll click Open, and the game will actually open. And it might ask you to start the game, or whatever. So you just open it, let it run for 5 seconds, and then that's it. You'll back out. You'll come back to that after that same screen on the Google Play Store, and there'll be a button that says Uninstall. You'll click Uninstall. It'll take that app right there off of your tablet or phone or whatever you're doing it from, and then you can back up to the offer wall and continue. And again, I was able to do these apps on multiple devices. So, in a nutshell, that's pretty much it. If you see there's another one right there, 5 coins to download the free cell solitaire. You can download that app and run it for just a couple minutes. Not even a couple minutes, a few seconds. If you want to keep it, great. If not, just uninstall it. It'll count as an activity. So,
yeah, and guys, you'll notice too that at the bottom, right underneath where it says how many coins, there's a green check mark. So that'll help identify too the ones that are simple and quick. They have that little green check box, right?
Right.
I'll go back.
And
to
it'll
a
tell
minute.
you. It'll give you a little short description whether it's an app that you can just need to download and run. Some of them will say, just a quick task, complete a quick action, which usually if it's two coins or 3 coins, it's something really simple as that first little action we showed you, where it's just simply, they've got 2 questions. You click yes, and it's going to bring you to a search tab where you can, search different things. And that's it. You can scroll back out and you're done. So
yeah, but do you see there, Wade, where it's got free cells?
I just have a quick question.
Sure.
Yep.
On the offer wall 2, you can click on missing coins, and it tells you the status of your coins. But on wall 1, I did the deal dash for 2,700 points, and it never gave me the points. I signed up for it, I bought bids, and I won some stuff on there and did all the instructions. But then when you click on it, it says to click on which game. It has a drop-down list, but it isn't there. It doesn't show up. My points never showed up.
So if you click on, I think on that first one, if you click on missing coins, and if Dan will click on it, I believe there's a box where you'll actually enter the name of the activity, whether it's Deal Dash. I don't know if you'll put Deal Dash in there.
You see in the bottom right? The
Yeah,
bottom right
you
corner?
can't actually, yeah, you can't actually. Oh, okay. So on mine, it just has a drop-down box and it lists some of the games, but it won't let you type anything in there.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it just has a drop-down box, but it doesn't list like Deal Dash on it.
Oh,
It just
I got
has
you.
some other things.
Are
It's
you
really weird.
are you doing it from a phone or a tablet?
A tablet?
A tablet, and it's still not letting you do it.
Yeah,
I
can't type in mine.
And
who is this talking?
It's Laura Bowles.
Hey, Laura. Oh, hey, how
Hey.
are you? Laura, if you want to text over to me your email address, I might be able to, I don't know if it'll let me do it, but I might be able to do it from right here, and you might get an email giving you some information on that status. But that's up to you.
Well, and also I hadn't tried it on my phone, so I'll try that on my phone first.
Yeah, and,
okay, good. Yeah.
And Laura, just too, I don't know if you've seen, I believe, Dan, if you can help me remember, I believe Patrick actually did the Deal Dash one, and he got his coins. So I don't know if he had to wait a little while or what, but we can also try to find out if he did anything special to make sure that he got his points too. So I believe it was Patrick.
Yeah, I did mine on the first day that it was just my little experiment on February 1st. So it's been a while, but okay, I'll try it on my phone and then I'll email you.
Yeah, if you can't get it, email Dan and he'll get that over to him. And because I think what they'll do is they'll send you probably an email. I'm assuming because I hadn't had any issues yet with any of that as far as the coins. And I'm sure they'll send you an email to get a little bit more information from you, and then they'll research it, see about getting that to you.
Okay, cool. Okay, thanks.
Yep.
How do I mute myself now?
Press *6.
Cool.
Laura, thank you. Great question. Does anybody else have a question? Anything else?
This is
ahead,
Joanne.
Joanne.
Hello. Okay,
Hello.
I have a question. Hello, how are you?
Good, sweetie. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. I have a quick question. Say, I want to do the it was a McDonald's survey. McDonald's buy something and they'll mail it to you free. I don't forgot how many points it was, but it
I saw that
asked you for
earlier.
your name, address, phone number, and everything. And you said if you put that information in after you done did all of that. And when you install it, you can uninstall it, and it doesn't hold the information.
Well, no, now that's a different. Now that's the app that I was talking about. You know, if you download an app, when you first go to once you download it, install it, and open it, it's going to ask you for that app to have permission to say access your photos and some stuff, you know, through your system. Which is okay when it's an app, because what you're basically going to do, if you're not going to keep it, they all want that access anyway, because they want to get you to try and buy stuff while you're using the game. So once you uninstall the app itself, then they don't have access to your tablet or your information anymore. Now, when you're going into some of those other activities where you have to fill out some information to get, like you said, like a free, you know, $5 or a $20 gift card to McDonald's or whatever. Well, that's what you're doing. You're giving them your information, because what they're going to do is they're going to start sending you different offers from other.
Right.
So you'll see when you're filling it out, there'll be some fine print there saying, listen, you know, by submitting this information, you know, we're going to send you, you know, offers from other places too. So you will get some stuff, whether it's emailed or you know, phone calls or whatever. When you start filling out some of those, like if Dan will scroll back up a little bit, you'll actually see, I think there was one where it says, you know, get a free sandwich from McDonald's. Well, you'll have to fill out some info to be able to get them to send you that coupon, because they want your information, because they're going to send you other offers. So just know that when you're filling out for free stuff like that to get gift cards or, you know, like I said, free food from certain places, or even if you're looking to get, you know, insurance quotes, they're going to have your information, because you have to enter that in there. And so they'll have it once you enter it, because there's nothing you're installing or uninstalling. You're actually giving them your information, and once you submit it, they've got it. So if you don't want your information, going around all those places, then you might want to kind of stay away from those. You'll see one on the screen now that says exchange, and it's completely up to you. I'm not saying that you're going to be bombarded with all kind of spam, but, that you have to do something for some of these to be able, to get them. If you want to get a $10 Subway card, right. So,
right.
They're not just.
Well, the thing, Joanne, too, is that if you do an app, fill out an app, and they want your email address, and that they're setting you up to send you all kind of emails, bombard you, you can create a dummy email, really, one that you don't check a whole lot, and so you're not hammered with offers from all these people to the email address that you use a lot so that's an option, right? I have several, so if I don't really want to be bothered by it,
right.
I just send it to a junk email.
Right.
And let me ask you something. You said something about most of your downloads that you're doing. Don't you have to actually play the game in order to earn the coins?
Sometimes.
You run them. Not all of them. If you look at them, Miss Joanne, a lot of times, because like I said, when you find, like for instance, I don't know if you can see the screen. It'll say 3D bowling. It's for 5 coins, and it says download and run this app. Well, as soon as you open the app, once you've downloaded and installed it, as soon as you open that app, it's running. So you basically competed. I mean, if you want to let it run for 5 or 10 seconds, or either even play it for a minute or two, that's fine. All they want you to do is run it, because what they're trying to do is get you to open it and play it for a minute or two. Because if you really like it, they want you to keep it. So, but all they're trying to get you to do is open it, and then, like I said, I've done them. I know for a fact I haven't had any of these apps open longer than a minute, and then I'll go back and uninstall them. I haven't had any problem with it, credit into my activity count, and I've gotten all the coins into my
Joanne, sometimes too there's tasks that have more points that are going to take a little bit longer. You're going to have to jump, like I said tonight, you're going to have to jump through some additional hoops to get more points. These are the ones that are 1, 5, 6, 7, something like that, points or coins.
I did 3 that was 40-something. I did get the points, but then after that, it just seemed like I would go in and play the game, but I would never get the points. And one other thing, too, when it asks you similar games that you can play, is that a part of the coin, or you're not going to say, like you have the 3D bowling, and then there's some other thing that says you might like. If I click on those, I'm going to get coins for those.
I don't think so. I don't think so. You'll actually have to go back. Yeah, you're talking about the ones right across the bottom, right? That 8 ball. Yeah, I don't believe you will.
Okay.
So
you just have to do the ones that tells you, if you download, open, and play the game and so forth and so on. Now, let me ask you something. There may be one that's, let's just say 50 coins, and it tells you have to play this thing 3. Do you have to play 3 levels in order to get the points? The 50 points?
Yes, ma'am. If that's a requirement, you do.
Right. That's a great question. I'll give you, for instance, my fiance, not even 15 minutes ago, downloaded one of those casino apps, and it was for 53 coins, and it said that she had to complete level 7. Well, she played it. Probably took her about 15, 20 minutes. She got all the way to level 8, and as soon as she got to level 8, she went back in and checked, and it credited her 53 coins and showed it as one activity. Now, what you have to realize, too, Ms. Joanne, is on some of these, especially on that second offer wall, some of those for the bigger coins, the 300, 400, 500, even though you complete the task, it might take a little while for those to credit, because sometimes they need to get approval from the actual advertiser, because the advertiser is going to go in there, make sure you completed what they wanted you to complete, and then they'll credit those coins to you.
Well, that's why it's pending. What's that?
I need to go and fix it.
How do you know what? Thank you, Joanne. Somebody had a question. How do you know something?
Which
I don't know.
Are you on? Are you on wall 1 or wall 2?
Yeah, well, we're on wall 1.
No,
right
we're
now.
on offer wall number 1. Offer wall number 2 doesn't. I'll go back to it. Doesn't even. It's not working.
Okay, we cannot log into wall 1. It just twirls and twirls. But 2 lets us log in, but wall 1 doesn't.
Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, because you're looking at the screen. I can't get in and off of wall 2, but off of wall 1 is really good.
I can get in wall 1, but I can't get in wall 2.
I have a question.
Sure, go ahead.
If you have an app that you already have downloaded, and it says you download it and get so many coins, can you re-download it and get the coins?
Is it one that you had? Is it one that you had already on your?
Like I already had Credit Karma on my phone, and it was on there, and I clicked on it, and I don't really remember now whether I got the coins or not for it. Is there any way to check to see if I did?
Sure.
It did reload it.
So what you'll do is that's in that case you would have to click on the bottom right hand corner where it says missing coins, and again it'll bring that screen up. You'll enter in the description Credit Karma, and you'll put in your email address, and then you're submitting a ticket, and then they should be sending you something back, I guess, to get a little more information from you, and then then they'll check with the advertiser or whatever to make sure that what you did was enough for them to credit the coins, and then they'll let you know where it's at in that process. Okay.
How can I change my email address from what I have with Divvee to if I want a junk email address for this stuff to go to?
Well, you wouldn't do it with Divvee. The individual app, whatever email address they ask for, you give them the email address of your choice.
Okay.
Yeah. Right. And also too, to go back to that question about the Credit Karma real quick, a lot of times too, when you click on that offer, when it pops up, there's usually some fine print, so you'll want to read it, and because it might actually say you have to register with a new account. So you always want to check, too, before you go through the whole process, in that case. If you've already got that app on your phone and you try to click on it, make sure you just read everything once you click because once you click it, it'll go to another screen. It'll tell you all the requirements, and then, of course, at the bottom it'll say get your, earn your coins, and then you'll go through the process.
Right.
So.
One thing you can do if you don't want to create a new email address is if you sign up for the surveys or you register with any of those things, when you start to get emails from them, if you look at the very bottom of the email, it'll ask you if you want to unsubscribe. And if you just click on that, they'll stop sending you emails. So if you like, it's always worked for me. Like if I complete a survey or sign up for a survey company or whatever to get the points, then they send me the email and I just unsubscribe, and you still get the points. You just don't get all the junk mail.
Right. Okay. All right. Thank you.
You bet. Any other questions? Anybody have a question?
And Dan, if you can keep scrolling down too, I know you're scrolling down. You should come here in just shortly to some of the videos that are on here too, because there are videos.
That's what I'm trying to find
in this offer wall. Just keep scrolling. It's going to take it a little bit because there's so much stuff in there that you can do.
Well, it's not even that as much as it is this crazy internet connection. It should be just lightning fast. But that's what I've been doing here, just scrolling down to try to find some of the videos because they're there. I just got to keep going.
Yeah. And I'll just say this too, guys. I'll throw this out there. If you're going for some of these, these bigger coins, the 600, the 1,000, the 2,500, there's a chance that you're going to have to actually do some stuff for it. I'll tell you, if you go through, like I said, and once you click it, if you read what's required, there still are a lot of stuff in there that's worth 100, 200, even as many as 400 coins, where it's just some simple tasks that you have to complete. I'll give you, for instance, my fiance. She's been doing it. She hasn't spent one dime yet in the offer wall on any of these activities, and she's actually got right at about 3,000 coins. Well, actually, I'm sorry, 3,500 coins. So there are some stuff in there that you can do that'll give you some a good amount of coins. You know, there's little quizzes on there you can take. There's a little quiz that's like 15 or 16 questions where you guess the flags of the country. And if you go through and get them all right, you get, I think it's 40 coins. Well, I did it. It was, you know, it wasn't no big deal. Went through, answered all 16, got my 40 coins, got an activity. So there's some stuff on there. If you can just look around, take a little time. When you got some time, just look around at everything, and then you'll start to learn what doesn't take a long time. And I'll tell you, too, if you've got multiple devices, if you log into your account at the same time on the multiple devices, you can complete a lot of those activities on both of your devices. So if there's some videos back there, you can actually watch those same videos on 2 or 3 devices, and it'll still count as the activity. That's what I found so far. So that's just a couple extra tips.
Next thing will be told us.
So Wade, you're saying the easiest way to get coins is on the lower coin points, right?
The quickest, right. The quickest and easiest that I found is anything from 1 to 5, even the 6. If you see now where Dan's scrolling, you're going to see some apps that are 5 coins, 6 coins, and it's the same thing. You're basically going to download it and then run it. Look, there's the country flag quiz right there. That's 40 coins. So if you know,
so it's interesting. I'm looking at what you guys have on your screen. I'm looking what I have on my screen. I don't have a lot of what you have on your screen, which is interesting. A lot of the ones on my screen are, you know, you've got to give all kinds of personal information. You got to pay.
Hey, Diane, are you scrolling down, Diane?
Well, no, probably not enough. So
you keep scrolling down.
You'll see the variety as you scroll down.
To start getting to the 4s and the 3s, you got to scroll a little ways down. It'll give you some, and then you'll notice where Dan's starting to get into some more that'll work a lot of coins, and then you'll go through those, and then you'll actually see here in just a little bit he should start coming up to the 1s and 2s and 3s, which are the videos and all. So you do have to scroll down a decent way to get, especially to get to the videos.
Okay.
Yeah. It does take a little getting used to, but once you get used to seeing it, and I'll tell you this, earlier around, I guess about 4:30, I was going through and there was I think that, look, there's a video right there, Watch Heroes Arena Now. So there are some of the videos there that are worth 1 coin. So I went through probably about 4:30. There was about 7 or 8 videos that I found. I did watch them. And if y'all will notice, this is one of the videos that were on one of the one of the video options. So, but anyway, to go back, I did those 7, 8 videos, and then they weren't there. And then when I came back, probably about an hour ago, well, there was 4 or 5 new videos back there. So they are constantly updated and getting, you know, more stuff back into that offer wall once you do it. But like I said, again, on the videos, I was able to watch those on multiple devices. So
yeah, it's interesting. I just downloaded one, and it didn't have very many coins to it. I don't know, about 5. And this seems to be the theme with mine. So once you open them and you go to play them, it just sits there. And I've noticed you have to, and then you start tapping around, like this one right now, which is Brick Breaker, and you actually have to pay for the app to really start working.
Yeah, but Diane, look, there's a lot of choices back there, and if ones don't work, or if you don't agree to the terms, if you don't like it, you got to do this, got to do that. You know, I don't want to. I'm not going to take the time to spend 10 levels on a game. I'm just not going to do it. Okay, how many points? It's just too busy. So you have to decide the ones you want. You know, the lesser points, they have the little green, let's say download and run. Those are quicker, less points, but they happen quite quickly. But you'll be able to scroll down and pick the ones you want.
Yeah, now that Brick Breaker, I actually did, Diane. I think that's the one where you got a little thing that goes left and right and throws a ball up there and all. So, I mean, once you've played it for like 5 or 6 seconds, you should be able to back out now and go all the way back to the Google Play Store and click uninstall. It'll uninstall it back off of your tablet or phone, whatever you're doing it on, and then you should be able to notice that it should have added 1 to your activity count and then added those 3 or 4 coins, whatever it was.
Okay, can I ask you another question based on that? One of the biggest challenges I'm having, because I have one of those marshmallows, is getting back.
That's exactly what I got. So perfect. I know exactly what you have to do. So
it's connected now.
Right. So what you'll do is you'll take whether normally what will happen is I think when you're holding your tablet sideways and you've got your screen up, what you want to do is you want to take your finger and drag from the bottom up, and you should see these 5 little, if you want to call them icons, it's the arrow pointing to the left, circle, and then a square. You'll press that middle one, that square. You press that middle one, that square, and it'll bring up all the pages that are open, and look for the one. It's normally the second one from the bottom. Should be the Google Play Store. You'll click on that. It'll bring the app page back up where you installed it.
Right.
And you should see a little icon that says uninstall.
Okay.
So click uninstall.
Okay.
And it'll tell you when it's the way you know it's been uninstalled. It'll go back to where it says install. You should see the little thing.
Uninstalling.
Yeah. So give it a second. It'll uninstall it.
Goodness sakes, it's taken a while.
Yeah. Sometimes they'll take a while.
It's done.
All right. So now it's been taken off of your computer. Or off your tablet, and then you'll click the little those 5 little icons again across the bottom.
Yeah.
Click your arrow to the left. That's your back button.
Okay.
And it'll either go back to your home screen where you'll click back on the Divvee app, or it'll actually bring you back to the offer wall.
Okay. Click back on. Okay. So how do I know? I don't see any difference in coins yet.
Well, do you remember how many you had before this?
You know what? Quite honestly, I think it was the exact same that's showing. But I think it was the exact same that's showing.
So back out of it to your picture with the circle.
Okay.
And then click back in. Because it should have added another action. Do you remember how many actions you had done before that?
You talking about the coins or the
no, ma'am. No, the actions. Was it 1 of 20 or was it 4 of 20 before you did that app?
You know what? That I did not pay attention to. Wasn't much. Okay. Anyway.
So
all right.
So what you do is that's actually the process when you go to do your next one. Just write down how many coins you've got before and check your action number. And then go through that process, download it, install it, open it, let it run for 5 or 10 seconds. Then you can uninstall it, just like the process we went through, and then back out and go to your home page there, and then see if your actions have actually changed and if your coins have added however many coins. Because it should.
Okay.
I'll be honest with you, I haven't had a problem with any of the apps or the videos or even some of those other little tasks of adding the coins. So.
Okay, so you're saying the circles that are green with the arrow going down, those are the easiest to do without
having correct. Those, and then also too, if you scroll down far enough into the offer wall, you'll see some videos. There was about 7 or 8 videos in there that you can watch, and there are some other little activities. The majority of them have been worth 2 coins, and I don't know if you saw it was one of the first things I got Dan to do on here, where it'll ask you, hey, are you interested in pursuing a paralegal degree? And you'll click on that, and it's just going to ask you a couple little questions, and you click yes, and it'll forward you to like a search engine where it's got different links that you can click. And that's it. You don't even have to click the link to go to any of these other places. You just back out, and you're done. It's giving you the 2 coins, and it's there's different ones. One's asking, do you want us to show you how to get out of debt? 2 coins. It'll just say complete an easy task. There's another one, do you want to learn, or are you interested in pursuing a paralegal degree? I think there was another one about some psychologist or something. Are you interested in, learning about a nursing assistant? And all of those have been worth 2 coins. So if you see anything worth 2 coins, look at it real quick and see. And if it says, it's free and, complete a quick action, it's pretty simple.
Great. Thank you so much, Wade.
Yeah, no problem.
Guys, any other questions?
Yes. What device do you have on the computer that's showing up? You're projecting on the computer?
So what's that again? No, I'm sorry.
I think
What
that's
is the device you're projecting on the computer?
That's your
Because
Android.
I'm getting
tablet.
a totally different picture.
Yeah, and I don't get that same picture he does. I think he's got a Voyager 3. Is that the Voyager 3 you're on, Dan, or is that the different one?
No. I'm on okay. I've got a Samsung Galaxy. It's a tablet. But are you talking about the actual screen share or the content?
Yeah.
We use
the actual
screen share. But...
You're showing on the screen.
Yeah.
What is the device?
It's a tablet. It's a Samsung Galaxy tablet that he's using.
Yeah, it's a Galaxy 7X or something like that.
Okay, so it's a large tablet.
Yeah. Mhm.
Because mine's only coming on in one column, and that's why I was wondering what the difference was.
That's how mine shows.
Yeah, if you have the smaller ones, they'll instead of being the selling Wade did earlier, instead of being across like you see them, they'll be one under the other in a straight line.
Yes, that's what I get.
Yep.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you. Anybody else have a question?
Yes.
Yes, just want you to know if you can try another app.
You want me to click on another app?
Yeah, she wants, I guess, see the process
Yes,
of how.
Yes, if you can
click
do
on
that,
the tank
please,
one.
and show us when we're able to go out of it. When does it tell you can go out of it if you're satisfactory?
Perfect. So I did this one. So I'll go through this one with Dan. So he's already clicked install, and now you'll see where he wants to accept. So he'll click accept. And I'll be honest with you guys, this app here is a pretty basic app. I mean, there's really nothing. There's a couple buttons you got to click. If I was to rate this one, I would probably give it about a 2, to be honest with you. But anyway, we'll go through. You'll get to see what it looks like here in just a second. As soon as it installs.
Yeah, I'm having an issue with them, Melanie, installing. I don't know why, you guys. I wouldn't believe the setup I've got for the internet connectivity. I got this $450 router.
It takes us a long time to install, too. It takes us a long time to install to get to 100.
Okay, so there you go, Dan. So there's open.
Most of them don't. Most of them are quite quick. I just don't know what's going on with this internet, you guys. I just don't. I don't get it. But
so then he'll click play.
I don't see anything. Yeah. Okay.
All right, and then he'll click start the game.
Okay.
And then Dan just click take this tank and click attack. Now that's it. Now at this point he can back out of this app.
Okay, now is there somewhere that it tells you that you're completed?
All you have to do all it says in the description is to download and run. There are some that'll tell you, hey, you need to play for 60 seconds or play to a certain level. But if they say all you have to do is download it and run it, as soon as you start the game, it's running. So you've basically completed what they've asked you to do.
Okay, then you uninstall it?
Yes, ma'am. You can uninstall it. So Dan, if you can show them how to get back and to uninstall it, I think Dan's still probably playing the game.
Okay, yeah, Dan.
I'm trying to go. No, I'm trying to go back, and it won't go back. So I don't know. I don't know how I'm going to get out of this stupid thing now.
Yeah. Now, where do you try to go back? Because that's what I was trying to do. I was trying to get out of the game. I couldn't get out of it.
Okay, so you'll go back. So now Dan's gotten back to where he'll click uninstall, and it'll ask if you're sure you want to install. You click OK, and then it'll tell you you'll know it's finished uninstalling when the install button pops back up. You'll see it here in just a second. So now it's been uninstalled.
Okay, so you wait for that.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay,
and so now he's done. He can go back to his thing. And if he looks on the offer wall, you just saw it went from 0 to 1 on his action. So it was 0 and now it's 1. And he got his I think it was 4 coins down on the bottom because he was at 932 before he started.
Okay, so when we're doing the wall, we get a point, we see the points, but we don't see the coin offer. We just see the points, right?
No, you see the coins.
you're seeing the coins. What you see on those offer
The
walls
points?
are the coins. The points are
Yeah, the
being
points,
total, but
Melanie,
we don't see those yet.
are attached. Yeah, each task has a different points. Same videos, 15, 30-second videos will probably give you the same amount of points. But there may be different tasks in here that will give you more points. Not coins, but points. And then some will give you more coins. Like, for example, let's say this one here, 480 coins. What is that? Vogue magazine, I think. Right? So if I wanted to subscribe to Vogue, I'm going to get 480 coins. Now, from Divvy's perspective, will I get, instead of, let's say, 6 points for watching a 15-second video, this is 480 coins. Am I going to get 100 points for Vogue magazine? I don't know. But different tasks have different points attributed to each one of them.
Right, but what I'm talking about is the points in your circle. What have you noticed? Is it counting everything you do as one?
Oh, gotcha. Right, yes, ma'am. I understand the question. Every time you do an activity, whether it's downloading an app or doing a survey, it counts as one action. Yes, ma'am. It counts as one action.
Okay, good. So that's what I want to know. Okay, can you do the one
ma'am.
right next to it, Danny? Right next to Vogue, there's a 27 coin.
Let's see what it is.
Okay, all right.
Showing up like that, or should it be?
His tablet shows that way. The other tablet goes straight down.
So what we'll do is,
this
is, I think it was the one to the left, Dan. That's the 12.
I hit it. I'm going faster than the stupid computer. How you like that? That's
right. It's 27 coins and it has the green arrow.
Right, and it says download and run, and I don't know if it says run. We'll have to see the description because you might have to get to a certain level.
It'll tell you, and you'll get good at it too. Melanie, you'll get good at what.
Now
what
that I know how to do it, I just need to know when to exit.
Dan, did it tell you? Did it tell you what you had to do to get those 27 coins?
Nope, it just said install.
Okay, so it just said to install and run.
Now, when you see that little play video on the top, does that give you any credit if you just play the video on top or not?
No, ma'am.
See that play video on the top?
Not on. No, ma'am. Not on. No. You'll have to actually download the app. There are videos. Yes, ma'am. There are videos in there, in the offer wall.
And also, another question is, all those different games down below, those do not count, right? The only thing that counts is the one that we are downloading.
Correct. Now, a lot of those games that are on the bottom that says you might also like, they are in the offer wall, but I can't tell you for a fact if you click it right here that it's going to give you the credits. You might have to go back. What I've been doing is going back into the offer wall and clicking that actual link.
I've done this. Okay, so 88. Okay, you're at 88%. Okay.
Yeah, this is normally so much faster, you guys, and this is a brand new tablet, and I don't know what the deal is. Normally, they light up so fast. Oh, I just don't get it. It's almost like it's stuck.
Right. Yeah, it happens to us. So, okay.
Now, that one was that the one for 20? Was it 27? Was it 27 coins? Let's see. There's one. It was 27 coins, wasn't it?
Yeah, this one here. Yeah, this one here, Lord's Mobile. It's 27 coins. See, I don't know,
there was
guys. I don't know why it's frozen.
But it had a green arrow, so that's why I asked.
Right. 91, 95. There we go.
There we go. It took a break for a second.
Right, I just want to see what you do from start to finish. Okay.
Now, the only thing I'll tell you is for 27 coins that there's probably, you might have to play it to a certain point. That's why I was asking if you could see the whole description of the of the app.
Reason why I asked, it's a higher point, but it did have the yellow, it did have the green.
It did have the green, correct. So what I'm doing is I'm on my wall right now scrolling through to see if I can find it so that I can read.
Well, here's what you do too, Melanie, is as we find out like games, so let's say, or downloads that are quick and that are less cumbersome and give you the most coins, we might want to start sharing that. Hey, go download this one. It took me 15 seconds, and this is what I did. Oh, okay.
Right.
So as we start sharing and networking that information, you just share it with your group, and they can get more for their time.
Right. Yeah, just so. Okay,
Now,
so
see, my computer's got this.
Installing.
It's got this like lie detector in it or something because it's saying installing and ain't nothing going on. No kidding. Good night. All right, to step away from the computer screen so you can let me know what it's doing, if anything. But
it's installing. It just says installing.
Yeah, it's frustrating. So while we're doing that, maybe we can come back to that, Melanie. Does anybody else have a question, you guys? I know we don't want to keep this thing open because if it's a recording, which it is, we want to make sure that we are not staying out here too long. People won't want to listen to the recording and it'll be too long. So maybe we can go back and just do a recording on its own weight, I guess.
It's not installing.
What's that?
I said it's not installing, it's stalling.
Yeah. Is that Roy?
Yeah.
Hey, Roy.
On the recording, Danny, can you also watch what you're doing on this recording?
Oh, yes.
Okay, good.
Yeah, everything. Yeah, the screen is recorded, so everything that you can see now is going to be recorded on the video.
Now it's saying open.
All right.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, you can say open. Click on open now.
So, yes, I'm going to go back and open it. Let's see what it does here.
Melly, sometimes what it'll do, too, even though you download it for free, you just got the green, and usually if it's open, if it's a little more points, they'll actually want you to go through the tutorial of the game, because right in the beginning of the game, it'll explain to you how to play it, and that'll usually last 3 or 4 minutes to go through the whole process of learning how to play the game, because they're just trying to keep you in there a little bit longer to get you interested in the game and possibly keeping it, end up making some purchases or something through the app. So it's very possible for 27 coins that might be what it wanted to do here. So like I said, I couldn't see the whole description of the...
There wasn't a description.
Downloading.
Yeah, it didn't give it.
Now downloading. Huh.
Yeah, this is normally a whole lot faster.
You said that you were not able to go on option wall 2.
I don't think Dan was.
It said no.
I was able to.
It said it wasn't available.
Yeah, because we're able to open option wall 2 immediately. One takes longer, and on here it does say apps, and it asks you to rank them, and share.
I don't get that, Melanie. I really don't know. I don't understand why that does that for some than others. I don't know. So I wonder what we do here. What if I let this play for a little bit, or what? It's really, really way too slow.
Because I found one for the same game, but it was worth 71 coins, and they actually want you to complete up to a certain stage. So you can actually back out now, Dan, and see if all you actually had to do was run it.
Okay, so you can see then.
So
you're going to back out.
See, look, I just blew up a castle, so, man, I'm having fun here. Leave me alone. All right, so let's see if I can go back.
Here's one on the app on 2, wall 2.
All right, there's a battle about to go on here. All right, see, it's not letting me go back. I wonder what I do. I just maybe go to the app itself.
Yeah, Tina, that was my problem. How do you get out of it?
Well, you can hit the home button, Now, as you guys can see,
Okay.
there is there's the app. Can you see it?
No. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, I see it.
Okay, yeah, there it is. Okay, see there. See there.
Right.
See
And
there.
listen,
I'm gonna touch it
while
again.
we're on the phone too, guys, just to let y'all know, because I'm on my tablet. There's actually, I just played my second video in video option 2. So there seems to be a couple videos back there too right now. If a lot of y'all are on y'all's tablets or phones or whatever, you might try and run them. See if it comes up no
On
content
2?
for you guys. Yes,
Okay.
ma'am. On video option 2.
Duration one, device to another.
He got credit, Danny, for that.
Yep, he sure did. He did get credit for it, and he got his coins down there in the bottom.
Okay.
No, I don't think I got the coins, did I?
Yeah, because you had 963. You was at 942. So that's 21.
There you go.
Got you 21.
So here's what I could. 20. Sure. Well, it should have been 27.
Was it 27?
Yeah.
Okay, I just got one.
But that's a regular number too.
What's interesting too is that I wonder if it goes away after you out of the offer wall itself. I wonder if you download it if it goes away.
Some of them do.
Mm-hmm.
You can usually do 2, and then it stops.
Yeah.
I notice if you log in, you can do 2 on option 2, and then that's it.
Does anybody else have any questions?
I've gone to 8 here. I don't know how. I'm suddenly at 8.
We must be some good teachers, Dan.
Who is this? I don't know.
I don't know. Anybody have any questions, guys? Any more? If not, we'll close this out. We can do this again. We can do this individually. Anybody have any questions? If not, guys, we'll run. Thank all you guys
we'll watch
for
the
being.
video. We'll watch the video again. Thank you.
Oh dear. Well, I think
Watch
I just
the recording of the call.
So it's still recording. So let me stop the recording.